Look at that. We're live. Should be able to pull it up on the Celtron and see it there. And
I am already sharing.
let me, yep,
Good morning.
let me do this thing. Hey, good morning. Welcome to the first official Two Dudes live stream, besides the beach thing that we did. Welcome to that thing that we're doing right now. And
Episode 52 and a half.
episode 52. Yeah, technically it is 52 and a half. And I'm just pulling, oh, look at that. It says we're live streaming over here. I'm going to make sure that's muted. I see us. I got this big old monitor right here, and we're doing a thing. We're
Well,
doing a
here we
thing right
are
now.
doing our thing.
So, yeah. Well, welcome guys. Welcome to what are we talking about today, Curry? Oh yeah, you mentioned that. So it's episode 52 and a half, sort of. Um, and we're live, and we figured this is our first time going live as a regularly scheduled episode, and I think we're gonna probably do this every week, Curry, right?
Yeah, I
We're gonna
like it.
stream them live so people can hang out and maybe ask questions, and they can do stuff, and they can, participate and all that sort of good stuff.
We're,
And
we're going to let
maybe,
them do some things and be part of it and have a good time.
yeah, they can hang out with the snake oil salesman.
That's it. The snake oil, baby.
What we do.
That's
Other than
hilarious.
that stuff. I want to get I'm gonna look on Amazon. I swear. When after this is over, I'm gonna go on Amazon and I'm gonna literally try to buy a can of snake oil just so when we go live, I can hold it up and say, "Buy it
Put it on
now."
your shelf. Put it on your shelf back there.
Yeah,
By the
here,
way, I think we
buy
need
it
two dudes.
now.
We need two dudes talking snake oil
Yeah.
t-shirts. So we should get those, get Chris to make them. That'd be great.
Oh yeah, the ultimate snake oil salesman or something like that.
That's
We'll change
hilarious,
the logo.
right?
Gosh. So yeah, let's talk about this. Then
Well,
this
before
could,
we get into it, I think the reason why I love that I thought of this was last week we talked about when you should quit. Like we
yep,
really went deep into quitting, and then
yep.
it's like, okay, when do you take the next level? Like what? Like instead of quitting, why not get to a certain point so that you have the option of doing the
Hmm.
next thing? And it's like the logic was tying into, we don't really want you to quit. We want you to succeed. We wouldn't even be doing any of this.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not here to, I mean, although it may seem it in certain episodes, we're not here to bash people, but we're here to give you guys decades of advice that will hopefully help you. And man, I this topic is going to go sideways 19 different ways, but it's
As they do, as they
as they
do.
do, as they do. And it did it last week and it did it every time. But when you guys are out there building your company, your business, whatever it is, the question comes up, when should you add additional income streams? When should you add this? And I already want to fire cannons like right out as soon as I say that to myself. But like, you know, no, I guess, Curry, let me ask this two different ways. Should you add additional income streams as a network marketer, tools, services, products, whatever? Should you promote multiple MLMs at the same time? Kind of a loaded question there.
You just stacked questions
I
upon
know I did.
questions.
I'm
That's not
sorry.
cool. That's not cool at all. So
Sorry, not sorry.
so we got to look at this from multiple aspects. And where I'd like this to stay, if we can stay in this realm of two models. The first model is you're a leader. You are absolutely a leader. The second model is you are a follower. You absolutely stay a follower. You have no interest in leading. You don't have any growth. You just are a follower. So let's start with the followers first.
Can I add a quick note?
Yeah, you do it,
I
man.
just I just shared this out and I'm literally looking at our thumbnail that I made last week.
It's nice.
And it is a good thumbnail, but we're also both wearing white t-shirts, and I just happened to be wearing a white t-shirt. That was not on purpose. I did
It
not
wasn't
do
on
that on
purpose.
purpose.
I don't own a white T-shirt, so I couldn't have wore one.
I just love
I don't
plain
I don't have
tees.
one.
I don't know what it is. But you're
All right.
sorry, you were saying.
So we have the follower model where people will bounce from deal to deal to deal to deal to deal to deal, no matter what you've got going on.
Hmm.
You see a leader who is now promoting a finance thing, a travel thing, a deal, a health and wellness thing, a new tool, a new system, a new thing, and you just feel like you've got to be part of all of it, and you keep bouncing from thing to thing to thing, and each one of those has an affiliate program, has a opportunity to attach to it, and to be honest, this is where leaders have to be cognizant of what they do. This is my big word for the day, cognizant.
It's a good
If
word.
if you are aware of what you do, there are leaders out there who take advantage of this, knowing that their followers will buy every next deal they find so
Hmm.
that they get that startup money. There is there is no plan, and there is never going to be a plan in affiliate marketing where you're not already selling the next thing.
Hmm.
In affiliate marketing, it is not long term. It is deal to deal to deal to deal to deal. It's the only way to work. It's really, you build a following, you keep selling that following more and more things. And it's business. That's how McDonald's works. That's how every business on the planet works. They get you once, they want you to buy multiple times.
Yeah,
But
100%.
as followers, if you haven't reached a level, and let's just say it's $500 a month in residual income, I don't believe you should ever look at anything other than one thing at a time.
Yeah, I think there should be a threshold that, and it's going to vary by person, but
Sure.
you should get to a specific amount of income, call it 5K a month, call it 10K a month, call it 1,000 a month, whatever is going to work best for you. But before you venture into the next thing, because and I see this on Facebook all the time. Someone who literally just joined my business not even a month ago, and since then I've seen them promote, no word of a lie, Curry, 8 different things.
That's a good
And
one. That's a good number.
and it's just like what, and I can guarantee you that it's like I referred to it over the years as spreading peanut butter. You're literally just spreading the peanut
Man, I
butter thing.
love
It's
peanut
never
butter.
it's never building up. Your business is never building up. You're just spreading it out. You just take all these little sales and you just spread them out and spread them out and spread them out. And it's like, yeah, you might make $10 here, $20 there, $50 here, whatever. And none of that's going to compound. None of that's going to build up. None of that's going to create you a full-time income because you're just spread so thin. And I I don't know why people don't get that. For
Well, because
me,
but
go
they
ahead.
don't get it because they don't have the concept of it being a part-time job. Like it's not like if you treat every opportunity as if it's a part-time job and you're working it like a part-time job, ask yourself how many real part-time jobs could you maintain to live?
Yeah.
And if dude, if they don't treat it like a business, it's going to pay you like a hobby. It's going to be nothing. So sorry, keep going. I apologize.
Occasionally, what I like to do is I have my main email list, thousands of subscribers, whatever it is, numbers are relevant. But what I'll always do is I'll always push the main offer. The main offer is always the main offer. And it's usually just the main offer. And then every now and then, if I have a tool, if I have a thing, if I have whatever, sometimes down in the PS. And I actually learned this method from a very, very successful email marketer. So this isn't just me like winging it. This is, I've taken a good amount of courses where I've studied email marketing over the last 10 years and I see how different people write. So sometimes in the PS of the email, say, hey, PS, since you're here and you're interested in making more, you may also want to check this out. Click here. And it's kind of like a nice baity sort of like, oh, hey, by the way, this is a cool way to make another buck. And it's usually an affiliate offer, a tool, a something like a one off, quick buck commission, something like that. But I never, ever, ever actively promote multiple MLMs at once because and we've obviously seen other people do that. And I think it's just you confuse the crap out of your audience when you do that,
Oh,
especially if you're the type of person, maybe you have a Facebook group, maybe you have whatever it is. I've been in situations in the past where it's like, hey, you've transitioned companies, I've transitioned companies, and when you do, if you're known for being in X company and you're known for promoting that company, very much come out and say, and I'm just giving you all my opinion here, but like very much come out and say, hey, you guys have seen me doing this over here for a while. Well, guess what? As we look out into the rest of the year or next year, or whatever it is, I'm going to be focused on this. I'll still be active in this, but it's going to be over here. But this is where my focus is. This is what I'm focused on. Rather than being like, hey, I'm doing both of these. Pick one. Which one you want? Like, and I've always said to this is how I've always explained it to people that don't get promoting multiple things at once, or people that don't get promoting multiple MLMs at once. Is, let's say somebody hits you up and they message you. Now, Curry, I know if somebody messages you, you know exactly where to send them. If someone messages me, I know exactly what I'm doing. Someone messages you and says, hey, I saw your video. I want to sign up with you. You got your primary offer, you're good to go. You know what to send them. But if you're promoting 19 different things and someone says, hey, I saw your video or I saw your post, I'm ready to sign up with you. And you look across your timeline in the last 7 days on Facebook and you promoted 5 different things, what are you going to send them? What are you going to send them? Now you got to start being like, oh man, what did they watch? Jeez. And now you're going to bring confusion into that message. Oh, what post did you see? What should I send you? I don't know. Like, I don't know.
dude,
Just,
and we've talked about this way back in the past, the difference between affiliate marketers and network marketers. Affiliate marketers, you could literally create a library of all the things that you have and create a web page that's got every single offer on one page and let people pick and choose what it is that they want from, because affiliate offers come and go so ridiculously fast.
yep.
But network marketing requires building depth to make money. Like, if you can't just be a network marketer who doesn't build a team and make money. There's not a company in the world that really facilitates that logic, because your fast start immediately goes to the compression side of the structure. And so the second month you're in, you're not getting paid what you were paid to bring in a person. Does that make
Mm-hmm.
sense? I hope that makes sense. In network marketing, they designed the compensation plan to give you a taste of the payout on the front side, on the enrollment of that person, and then everything else is stacked and tiered because of the depth in that compensation plan.
Mm-hmm.
So you will have to work yourself to death trying to be an affiliate marketer in network marketing. Like, if you want to constantly just keep making money, but network marketing was designed to be leveraged. So once you build a team, and that team is building a team, and those teams are building a team, and those teams are building a team, you've got residual income that is coming in, whether you ever share it again or not. And that's when you get to a point you're like, I can do something else. But what he just told you, this is where the leaders, so we talked about the followers, this is where the leaders have a problem. This
Mm-hmm.
is where you get, what's that word, pigeonholed. Is that the word
Yeah,
where
that's fair.
you get pigeonholed into the trap of being stuck in one thing, because your audience is now all the people who's been following you from your teams and their teams and their teams. So if you make one post that goes, hey, I found something else,
Mm-hmm.
people who you didn't enroll are now going to go do the thing you did, and you are now taking from the efforts of other people. And when you do this as a leader, you are instantly destroying your own first financial source. You are wiping it out. I'm
Hmm.
watching this happen inside teams right now where we've got people who have been in a subscription based company, and now those leaders are all talking about some crypto investment tool thing. And they're just recruiting upon recruiting for this crypto investment thing, which is literally going to die eventually,
Hmm.
and because they all do. And but while they're doing it, they're causing mass confusion that, wait, we don't need this other thing, so we're not going to promote this other thing. Now we're going to take our energy and promote this over here, so their teams are being decimated. I
Yep.
mean, just wiped out. And they're like, I don't know why. I don't know why you can't do both. Why can't I promote both? Why? Do what you want to do.
I think, Curry, let me know if this is a fair question. Most people, we'll call them let's call them the peanut butter spreaders. Are you a Jif? Are you a,
Dude,
uh,
I'm originally a Peter Pan fan, and then my
how about
ex.
Teddy? Do you have Teddy peanut butter out where you are?
No, what the crap is that?
Teddy, it's a natural peanut butter. It's actually made in Boston. Um,
What
it's
is
very
it? By
good.
the way, what's an unnatural peanut butter? What is that?
Fake ingredients, sugar added.
Fake? Sugar's a real thing.
It's true. Anyway, the peanut butter spreaders, the people that try to do multiple things, right?
Right.
The reason, let me know if this is a fair question. The reason why they try to promote multiple things, even more psychological, the reason why they feel that they need to promote multiple things is because they've never tasted true success in any one company.
Are you saying this as followers or as the leaders?
Leaders most likely have tasted success, but
Well, lead. By the way, I don't want to interrupt, but leaders have a have been told that the average millionaire has seven streams of income,
sure,
right?
sure.
So you have this logic that, okay, I built one, I got to go build another. But
Yeah.
what they're failing to do is build them in separate channels. Like they're building in the same pool of the same noise of the same people, which causes it's not like
I
if
have
you
a
get
however here though.
yeah, but if you have a network marketing business and you create $10,000 a month, like over the course of a year, and every single month it's been consistent, and then you don't take that and start building another network marketing business. You
Mhm.
start going into real estate. You start going into other facets
Yeah.
of income streams that
Finance,
aren't tied
investments.
to recruiting. Because the moment you add a level of recruiting, it just distracts people. You
Yeah.
distract all the followers, which are paying you.
So yeah, in my question in regards to the peanut butter theory and has, because I've never made it, most of those would be followers. And I want to clarify that, when you talk the difference between leaders and followers, I think sometimes leaders are influencers in disguise,
Sure.
meaning they have a big follow, right? Right. So they have a big following, big social following. Maybe they do great on TikTok. Maybe they do great on Facebook. Maybe they do great on YouTube or a little of both. And they could say, hey, whoa, listen, everybody, done my research. This is a great thing. Everybody needs to get into this. And because of their following, everyone's going to jump on board. They're going to make some great fast starts and then they're going to recycle and move on to the next thing. Being a big influencer does not make you a leader.
No.
A leader will hang tight no matter what's going on and be like, hey, I'm still sticking here. I'm doing this thing. I'm promoting this. A leader is teaching, training, educating, also influencing their teams and their downline, and typically sticking with things. Influencers will bounce from one thing to the next to the next to the next. Now, I see a lot of social influencers out there, and you could easily tell because all you got to do is look at their email list, look at their social profile, and say, how many things have they promoted in the last 6 months? How many things? And if it's more than one, chances are they're an influencer and not a leader.
Yeah, and there's nothing that you just said that could be contested by anyone. No one could say. It's like if you are influencing people, you're just pushing them to make a decision in till the next decision, literally from decision to decision to
Hmm.
decision to decision. And by the way, you're an excellent salesperson. Congratulations, you figured out how to sell anything. A
And
leader, but a
by the
leader
way,
specifically has to develop leaders. And if you're not developing leaders, you're just an influencer. Go ahead.
we got some people on. If you guys are live, comment the word live right now. Let us know that you're live. Also, if you're new to the channel or just checking us out and haven't already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and hit that bell icon because we're going to be going live every single week. You hit that bell icon. It's a cool little thing that YouTube does. They're going to pop you an email and let you know that we are live so you can jump on. And we're going to be doing this every single week. So thank you for being here. Sorry, Kurt, to interrupt there, Curry, but
Dude,
uh,
that's a good segue. I like
I
it.
saw more people jumping on board and wanted to make sure we let people know about some cool stuff that we do.
I almost at about 11 o'clock last night, I was waiting. I almost had to cancel this until tomorrow because I had jury duty. Jury
Oh.
duty was supposed to be right now, 8 o'clock. And I called this little hotline number they got to check to
Hmm.
see if the court date is on, and it said canceled. And I was like, man,
Oh,
everything's just working out.
it's
Everything's
just
working out.
coming up roses.
Oh, but
Um,
I still have two more dates, man. I
are
got
you gonna wear
11.
your shirt that says they're guilty or no?
No, I don't have it. Chris didn't
Oh,
make I
okay.
should. Dude, I got to be honest. And this is completely off topic. We went down the rabbit hole. Uh, I haven't. I'm very offended by this letter. This letter, number one, immediately threatens you. Immediately, like if you don't do this thing, we are going to put you in jail. Like it specifically, like you are guilty if you don't come, and we don't need a jury of your peers to prove it. We received this thing, you didn't follow it. And then it proceeds to tell you that serving as a juror is one of the highest, responsibilities as a citizen to your area outside of voting. And I
Hmm.
thought, you mean it's a responsibility for regular people who make terrible decisions in life to decide the fate of another human being? What are you talking about? Like, this should be a paid position in life. You should
Yeah,
be able to be a paid decision maker based on your abilities in life to make a decision, not bring
with
in,
very deep background checks.
right? You mean you, dude, I don't want to be there I had to Google what a jury of my peers was because I don't know any of these people. I don't hang out with these people. I earn 6 times the average income of the entire county. What level am I at that I'm a peer? I'm
Yeah,
just confused. I'm totally like, I'm not better than, I'm saying I'm different than.
yeah,
And I'm not, I'm like, how do you pick that? I don't want to be part of this.
yeah. That's
Sorry, we
we
went
just got
way down.
railroaded a little bit there, but it's all
Bring it back, bring it back.
yeah. Yeah, I wonder, it'd be cool to like vote on leaders in network marketing. Be like,
Dude, they
yeah,
got
no, they're an influencer. They're not a leader.
and they've got the Business for Homes got a Hall of Fame for good leaders and people that
Hmm.
you can follow, and you've got good leaders that create massive amounts of content, and you should be able to see a leader by their works, by their fruits. The Bible talks about knowing them by their fruits. And
Hmm.
it's like if you don't understand that if a tree that is producing fruit is a good, healthy tree producing more things that reproduce. The fruit isn't food. The fruit is
Seed.
a container for a seed. You guys really understand what fruit is, or it is just a placeholder for a seed. And if
Hmm.
that seed doesn't get replanted to make another tree that produces more fruit, it is a wasted seed. And that's where we don't see this in life the right way, that if a person is just out here being charismatic and being excited on social media and being what they've become, and they're not producing people who are producing people. They're worthless. I don't mean that to be a bad thing. It's just that you're just taking.
So you're saying a forest is MLM done right, and a single tree standing by itself is a one-man show,
Oh
is an
man, yeah,
influencer.
dude. And look at a company like a tree nursery. A tree nursery might be one of the greatest examples of a person starting something and they go out and they just plant trees. Jim Rohn, I'm glad we brought him up today. I'm just going to bring him up right here.
Yeah, I
My
mean,
favorite, my personal
we haven't
favorite
done an episode
audio
yet and not mentioned him.
Personal favorite audio is How to Build Your Network Marketing Business. You can find it on YouTube. It's free. You can listen to it every single week. You should listen to it for a year straight,
Yeah,
every single week.
make a
How
note.
to Build Your Network Marketing Business. He gets to my favorite thing, the seed planter, and it's taken from the Bible, the parable of the sower. And he literally talks about being concerned about the seed that you're going out and sowing, and that it's not your responsibility as a developing planter of seeds to be concerned about the seed. You're looking for good soil for the seed to fall in, and you can't control it. So you can't worry about it. You just do the thing. And we talked about doing the thing endlessly on this podcast too. And it's like this one audio can change your whole life if you embed it into your soul. This one audio is a key to winning in network marketing.
True story. True story. So, what do you think Jim would say if Jim were here and, someone was trying to build their network marketing business? And I mean, geez, like what would Jim do today in today's day of I don't know how long he's been gone. It's been like over a decade, right?
Yeah.
Probably more than that. Like, what would he do in today's day of social media where you see all these people that are trying to promote multiple offers at once and they're trying to promote multiple things? What do you think his lesson would be
It's,
to, to everybody, all the kids, all the influencers? I bet he would be talking about almost exactly what we're talking about right now. There's followers, there's leaders, and there's influencers. And, don't get fooled. Oh, this is how I would say it, but I'm speaking for Jim right now. Uh, don't get fooled by a leader that's really just an influencer.
he would literally say, I wouldn't take that class. I wouldn't sign up for that class. That's exactly what he would say. Like, I wouldn't pay attention to any of that noise. That's noise. If you're not doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing, and you keep getting distracted because you take those classes, you're listening to those people. He's like, I wouldn't even. The problem for all followers, and by the way, as a follower, it should be your intention to eventually become a leader. Like,
Hmm.
I'm not downplaying followers. I think I was one. I was one for a long time, and I became a leader. And it's
Yep.
like you have to work yourself from the awareness of knowledge to then being able to share knowledge to other people who are becoming aware of knowledge. And it's like my I had never read a book. This is not a wrong statement. I've dropped out of 3 colleges. I have had never read a book until I was 36 years old. And I was asked to read Rich Dad Poor Dad and
Hmm.
GoPro. And then it just became every event that I went to, I was given a new list of books that I could read between the next event. And then I would come back and I would get more books and I would get more books. And then I became a person who I would be randomly standing in the lobby of a hotel. This is a real story. Standing in the lobby of a hotel, a person I had never met in my life was standing there, and somehow we struck up a conversation. And in that conversation, he recommended a book.
Hmm.
And I found in life that intelligent people recommend books and average people recommend TV shows. And I literally believe that it's like if somebody has had a personal connection to a piece of authoritative material and they share it, that's life. That's the best thing that could ever happen to you in life, is that
Hmm.
somebody says something that they learned and they passed it on and said, hey, you should learn this information too. And then, but I've become such a stickler about this that, dude, the moment somebody mentions the book, I'm on Amazon, I'm on my Amazon book thing, and I'm adding the book to my library instantly. Like, I don't hesitate. If somebody recommends a book, it's like from the universe.
Yeah.
If it's from somebody saying, man, you should watch the latest season of blah blah blah, and I'm like,
Well, yeah. I mean, all
I
of
might
these
enjoy
books
it.
that you see over here, every single one of these books was recommended by somebody else, you know? So I think I would take your statement and I would just kind of tweak it where it's like if somebody read something and gained knowledge or gained benefit from it and then shared that with you, like that's that's a big deal. You know what I
Isn't
mean?
that
Like
network marketing? Didn't you just describe network marketing?
that, that's a that's a big deal right there. Yeah, I mean in a sense, yeah, but I mean think about it like for someone to read something, take their own time, invest into something, invest time, sometimes money. It's kind of like Ray Higdon's ILT, and I'm sure he got ILT from somewhere else. It was just another version of it. You invest your time.
Ziggarone, man, Ziggarone.
Yeah. Invest your time, sometimes money, learn something and teach that to others, ILT. And, for you to invest your time or someone else invest their time, sometimes money, learn something from a book and shares that with others, that's that's a cool thing to do in life, man. That's a really, really cool thing to do in life. And there's not enough of that. I think there needs to be a lot more of that and people doing that. Um, I mean, that's how for me, when I got started back in 2016, I struggled for my first 12 months. And it wasn't toward the end of that 12 months that I learned ILT. And then, and you and I have talked about this, I started practicing every single thing I was learning. I was recording, I was making a YouTube video, and I was showing people, sharing with people what I was learning. And that's how I became the number one guy in 2017. That's how I became the number one guy in my company, is because I just made so many videos showing people how to do stuff, showing people what I'm learning, showing people what I'm learning today, what I learned this week, how to use this tool, how to use this service, how to use this company, whatever it is. And people wanted to be like, that's the guy I want to be with because he shares everything. You know what I mean? Um,
And
and
it's amazing, man.
it's
It's
amazing how
truly,
that works.
it is amazing. I made a post today that was a bit harsh earlier today about,
You stop it.
yeah, I really did.
Stop it.
I try to hurt people's feelings at 6 a.m. That's what I tried to do. 6 o'clock in the morning. And I got triggered
I almost
by
spit up my
whiners.
coffee.
I got triggered by whiners at 6 a.m.
Uh,
It's like, how do you all do this? I mean, I know they're coming from around the world or whatever, but this idea in network marketing in general, I don't care what product, service, opportunity, I don't care what you got. Somebody invited you to see it because they believed it was going to possibly change your life. I want you to take this statement and truly understand they shared it with you, not because it was already working for them, but because someone believed that they had a thing that could change the destination of their financial, health, travel, blah, 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 for that next person. And so if somebody shared it with you and you believed that it could possibly work, dude, this is the best thing that I can say and the worst thing I can say. If they shared it with you because they believed it could help you, and then you accept it, and then you don't share it with anybody else, you are the most selfish, horrible person on the planet. I'm not saying that lightly. Someone blessed you with something, but if you don't use it and help other people, you are lazy, selfish, ignorant, horrible people. And I can't describe this? And don't you give me an excuse. I hear the, how do I hear the future excuses? How do I hear them? I already hear them. And they're like, but I can't find anybody.
I
I
can
don't
already
know
tell
what
there's
to
people that are going to
say.
want to come through the screen and be like, no, Curry, you're wrong. You're
Trust
wrong.
me, I spent 4.5 years failing a lot. I spent 4.5 years in personal development. I spent 4.5 years struggling to find people, talk to people, know what to say, how to give presentations. I struggled. And
Hmm.
then one day it all came together.
Yep.
And it came together in one day, not some days, one day. It just flipped. And everything that I had been practicing and learning and all the efforts that I had been putting forth to make said, hey, you're ready now. And it just said, let's go.
Yep.
And it's the way it works. But if you keep being distracted by every, oh, I need this income stream, and we need this
Hmm.
one, and I need this one, and I need this one, and it's like you ain't made one yet. Stop. Like find one thing that creates a level of wealth for you and your family and hold on to it. Let it build.
I think the phrase that we hear all the time out there is, they say whatever it is, the average, I don't know if it's millionaire, but the average, we'll just call it for the sake of fun here. The average millionaire has 7 income streams. I think that phrase is so misleading and dangerous because it fools the average person, especially newbie network marketers, newbie people that are trying to make money online. They think that they have to go out there and have multiple income streams, like because that's what they say. And it's like it's the they sayers. It's such a dangerous place to operate. I mean, I'll give you an idea.
Hold on. Before you give me the idea, hold your idea.
Holding.
I like the idea that you just said the average millionaire has. If you ain't making $50,000 a month, you ain't even, or not, I'm sorry, $50,000 a year, you ain't even in the equation. Stop trying to be in the equation. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I mean, I, in MLM, I mean, I'll tell you one thing, 20 to 25 grand a month. Like, I'm good. I'm comfy, living a great life. Like, do I need to like run out like if that's one income stream, right? Do I need to run out and be like, "Oh man, I got to go find 6 more. Geez, I got to get myself up to 100,000 a month or 150,000 a month." Like, if that happens, that's so cool. But I got to tell you, man, I mean, like MLM's blessed me in so many ways. Like I'm good, man. Like you could build your MLM to 100K a month with one. You could do more, but I think that the idea or concept that people have to go find 7 streams or have to have multiple streams, I'm willing to bet. Let's put money down here. The person that influenced you, and I'm not going to say led you because I guarantee it's not a leader that did this. It's an influencer. An influencer, someone with a big social following, told you, shared with you, shared a video of someone saying, the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. So you got the idea in your head, and that influencer that shared that with you probably has multiple streams of income, but that doesn't mean that they have 7 or multiple successful streams of income. They could be like every other influencer and just every 30 to 60 days, it's a new thing. It's a new thing. It's a new thing because they're trying to strike it rich. You got to look at who is sharing the information. And I know that's a loaded statement, but you got to look at who's sharing the information. So if someone's telling you, oh, yeah, you got to have multiple streams, if you go like, and this is a perfect example, and I can think of certain names. I'm not going to name names here, but if that person, that influencer is like, oh, you got to have multiple streams, Curry, we got to have multiple streams of income. And then you go and you look at their profile and you see that they're promoting different things, multiple different things. If you look at just go audit the last 30 days. And in the last 30 days, If they've promoted multiple things, okay, so they're doing what they say they're going to do. But here's the kicker. If that influencer, that person that told you you got to have multiple things is still working a full-time job and they're trying to do this multiple income stream things and they haven't made it yet, is that the person that you want to take advice from?
Now, listen, I've had my career for 20 years. Don't be crapping on people that still have jobs.
Yeah, but
I'm
you
still playing.
also make multiple six figures in MLM. You
And
can back up what you say.
my
A lot of
point,
people can't.
my point to what I want to add on to what you're saying is my biggest mentor in life taught me early on that the income that you're making, you should be attempting to replace it, not add to streams, but protect the income that you have in case one of them goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Multi-level marketing is very, very prone to companies coming and going, and products coming and going, and services coming and going. So when you get to 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, $100, 100,000 a month in network marketing, your logic should be I've got to put money into things that make money so that my income is protected in case a stream disappears. I've
Mm-hmm.
been in a situation where I was making six figures in a network marketing company. So I walked away from a career that I was making six figures in, and instantly the network marketing thing went away, and I lost two six-figure streams at the same time. And I was devastated for a little while. This this logic shouldn't be to go build two network marketing companies. Literally, my biggest mentor is like, look, the moment you reach a level that you're comfortable and you've built to that level, then go put it in real estate or go put it in
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin or go put your monthly income into something that's making you that much money more so that you have insurance on your money. This is what I preach all the time, is that network marketing or a home-based business or a side hustle isn't to take away from your career. It should be job insurance.
Mm-hmm.
It should be income insurance, so that, because I don't know if you guys heard, but Spirit Airlines been running for 20 some years, gone.
Mm-hmm.
17,000 jobs disappeared in a day.
Yep.
Oracle, 3 weeks ago, Oracle let go 30,000 jobs in a day, 30,000 people. That email had to have sucked because those people had career life changing jobs
Mm-hmm.
and they were gone in a day. And those 30,000 people probably didn't have a side hustle because they were too cool for one of those things.
Yep.
And now you got people with insurance on their cell phones, insurance on their dogs, insurance on all these things, but none of y'all have job insurance, and you ain't working in your part time to have income that replaces in case something happens.
Crazy stuff.
It is crazy.
It is
No,
crazy. It is.
and no matter how much we say it, no matter how much we preach it, people don't get it. I don't understand how we're not saying it right, how we're not being. Is it because I don't cry when I'm saying it? Is that why? I don't know. I need to
Can
have
we?
some emotion.
Maybe we can start shedding some tears on these episodes. Maybe.
If we
I
get
don't
up any earlier to do them, I will shed a tear. That's what I'll be like. I ain't getting up as early.
know. um. I mean, I think for me, one of the biggest takeaways and one of the and this was kind of taught to me is that like if you're out there following people on social media, you need to do your own homework and figure out, is this person a leader? Is this person are they an influencer? And if you're taking advice, and another valuable lesson that I've gotten many years ago, and I've met this person in person, and they said something that just resonated with me many years ago, and it was, take advice from people that have what you want versus the opposite. Don't take advice from people that don't have what you want. So like have what you want. So like, especially if we're talking finance, making money, and let's say you have broke Uncle Phil, and Uncle Phil doesn't have two nickels to rub together, and you're talking to Uncle Phil about what you're doing, Oh, you shouldn't do those things. Those things are all just selling snake oil and blah, blah, blah. And you shouldn't do that, you know. And Uncle Phil's giving you financial advice. Should you listen to Uncle Phil, even though he's broke as a joke and on, welfare and all this other stuff? Is that the person you want to listen to?
But
Or
he's my mom's brother. He knows some
he's
things.
such a great guy. Or do you listen to the person that, maybe they have the nice house and the car and they built a successful network marketing business and regardless of the things they have, they've built a successful network marketing business. They're making, a full-time income more than probably 10 times a full-time income. And they give you advice like, is that the person that you're going to listen to? And I always thought that was, really great advice. So if you're out there following people on social and they're like, oh, hey, you know, new opportunity alert, new opportunity alert. Here you go, here you go, here you go. Everyone jump in and sign in and hurry up. Because your opportunity is going to be gone real quick. And you do that and then do a little self audit. Go back that influencer that's telling you to do that, go back and say, hey, what have they promoted over the last 30, 60, 90 days? If it's 19 different things, you have your answer. You know what I mean? If they've only promoted one thing over the last X amount of time and they have a track record for building, certain things or helping certain people or being specifically a leader, then you can be like, okay, maybe this is someone who I want to partner with. But, just do a little self audit before you just go jumping from one thing to the next, or before you feel that you need multiple streams of income if you haven't even successfully built one. Hope all that stuff made sense.
It does. I think you've hit the nail on the head. It's the people have to realize the timing and placement of the people. I love that you're, calling out whether a person is influencing or being a leader. It and timing and placement in companies and in time do really matter. But when you understand that it doesn't make a difference where you got in the timing and placement, it matters that how you treat your business from the time that you got in and the placement you create.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make a difference if you join a 10-year-old company, a 20-year-old company, a 30-year-old company. It makes a difference that you join and that you immediately start taking action. Because if you got in time and you ain't placing people, you ain't in business. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't make a difference. And if you're waiting for something, well, I need to know more. I need to be more green. I need to be, I need to have a bigger team. I need to do if you're waiting, you're losing.
Yeah, I like what you said earlier about the selfish thing too, because I've actually used that example in the past where it's like, you're all we're doing is just like the book thing, like, we're literally just sharing information. And you have the opportunity to share something great with people. Because chances are, if you're watching this broadcast, you're watching live or the replay, you're most likely a network marketer. You've done network marketing. You're looking to get better at network marketing. Hopefully that's why you're watching this. And, but if you have great information that you have accepted, you have joined a network marketing opportunity, meaning you've accepted the information and whatever it is, whether it's travel or health and fitness or digital or whatever, and you have this thing in your hands that can help others and you decide not to share it, what does that say about you?
Man, it
What?
says a lot. It says a lot. And it hurts me. Dude, it hurts me
Why
knowing
would
that
you hoard it all for yourself?
it's fascinating, right? That it's like
Jim.
you found somebody knew you had cancer and they said, look, we have a product that's going to help your cancer. And then you get the product, you find out, hey, it's a product. We might not have results yet or not, but then 15 other people that have cancer and you don't even give them the hope. You don't even give them the possibility of having what it is that this person shared with you. That's that's where the average network marketer right now in history enrolls 4 total people. I that's the number. And that's the most sad,
I think that's a high number, to be honest.
but
It's probably like one or two.
no, it's really like four. And the problem is that it should be hundreds. Like it
Hmm.
should be hundreds of people that you are so excited about finding the potential in something
Hmm.
that you go try to make it work. But the problem will always be, and this is the only problem there is because you don't see your tree blooming, you don't believe that it's worth sharing. And until you experience that bloom tree, you hold on to the hope of nothing. Like there's no real value. Somebody believed the tree was going to grow, so they planted you. And then you don't see growth yet, so you don't go plant any additional seeds. You don't go, you know
Hmm.
what? I'm gonna do this thing, whether or not I'm winning or not. Guys, Dan, myself, many other leaders, we found opportunity. And the moment we found it, we didn't need to believe in what was going to happen. We knew that when they handed us a compensation plan attached to a business model that had products and services, we knew this is going to work whether we go do it or not. So we might as well help some people along the way. And some of those people are going to grow bigger trees than we even grow.
Hmm.
So we're going to go plant this thing whether or not it works.
Yep.
And that's how winners win. It's like we don't give a crap what anybody thinks. It's the just do it. Okay, you're almost over the hump. Go do it. I've almost landed the big one. Go do it. Like don't sit around and wait. Just go do it.
I love the phrase. I've used this so many times over the years, but think beyond yourself. You got to think beyond yourself. And this is where that selfishness comes into play. It's like, you got something so awesome in your hands that could help so many people, could help you. But if you don't share it, you're being selfish. You're hoarding it for yourself. Why would you do that? Think beyond yourself. Think how you could bless other people. And, you know, you gotta look at Zig. You know, you can have anything you want in life if you help enough people get what they want. Think beyond yourself. But we're filled with the almost generation, As Art Williams would say, almost is a way of life to almost everybody in America. They almost try, they almost get there, they almost do the thing, you know? And I want to actually, what we should start doing is we should start counting how many influencers can we reference in one video, Curry? Zig, Art, Jim. You mentioned Kiyosaki earlier. I mean,
I
Rich Dad Poor
reference
Dad.
Gail Calvert. I reference Matt Morris. I could put, but they're not influencers. Some of them are real. Almost these people have been real leaders, not just
Well,
influencers.
yeah.
But they,
When I say
oh,
the
by the
the
way,
names that I said,
leaders
influential
do
leaders.
leaders do have influence. Don't
Mm.
miss that.
Yeah,
If you
influential
are a
leaders.
leader, you absolutely will have a following and you will make a difference. That's it for me, man. I feel like we've wrapped this thing into a bow and we tied it and we put the nice package. It's under the
Looks
tree. We
good.
delivered it, man.
It's a good looking gift. If you made it to this point here, we appreciate you as always. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you get notified when we do go live, which we're going to be doing every single week. So if you hit that little bell icon doodad, YouTube's going to send you a cool little email saying, hey, Two Dudes Talking Network Marketing is now live. Hit right here. And also, as always, guys, like if you have any future topic ideas or commentary, feel free to put that in the comments so we can expand on that and maybe answer a question for you or help you guys understand something a little bit more. And that is it, my friends. We will